Jesus saves. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. This is Thursday. So these potatoes I prepped 2 days ago because I was supposed to go out, and it rained. It's raining again, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Just gonna take my umbrella. Jesus saves. Who's this up here? Grits and eggs and sausage and pancakes? Not this time. But I'm doing like 4 or 5 different things. Yeah, because I got to do some content too. So I'm basically prepping for something else I'm doing. So I'm doing like 4 or 5 things, different things. And I'm not going to do it on this whole live. You know why? It's just the way it is, LL. It's just the way it is because people don't acknowledge me on lives. You do, but the other people, the content creators, they come over here and just borrow from my channel and just go and do their thing. And, and I just noticed that I get more views when I'm just doing shorts. And it's just, I can't keep cheating myself from getting my watch hours because, the shorts, right? The shorts, they count as time being watched. And if it's a 15-minute, 60-second short and somebody watching the whole 15, 16 seconds, and I'm getting 2,000 and 3,000 views, do the math. So versus me doing a live an hour and 2 hours and I'm only getting 5 to 10 to 12 likes and only people peeking in and seeing what I'm doing and just hopping off. Come on. You make it make sense. So it just messes it up for the people that are for me, because I know I have some survivors that are for me versus the YouTubers that are trying to beat me to getting monetized. You get what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Once I come monetized, I'm gonna do more, cooking on lives and things like that. But I basically been kind of like sliding away from it because I noticed it was some YouTubers, quote unquote, YouTubers that was coming over, just looking and seeing what I was doing and coming in my chat, just being hateful, talking about mustache, just trying to mislead me. and just get me frustrated where I can just go do a 15 minutes, 60-second, 3 minutes to the most, and not deal with that crap, because I don't have to deal with it. I have enough subscribers to get views. Trust me. And not only that, I do a lot. I don't just cook, I dance, I sing, I talk to people, I minister to people. I do a whole bunch of different stuff. I make people laugh. I mean, I just don't get it. These YouTubers, quote unquote YouTubers, that want to borrow from my channel and see what I'm doing, but not giving me my props. So, they want to act like that. They can get what they get. Because I'm not going to sit here and compete against nobody that's been doing it 10 years. You have to realize I've only been doing this going on, 9 months? The 22nd. We're coming up on the 22nd. And, yeah. So basically, that's what people were doing. Don't nobody discourage me. You're not understanding what I'm talking about. You're not understanding what I'm talking about. Nobody discourages me. I'm trying to tell you, nobody's discouraged me. I'm trying to explain to my subscribers, the ones that has been subscribed and has my back and like my content and talks to me on my lives, versus just come up here and pick or say something or try to distract me from what I'm doing. Okay, I'm talking to them, my subscribers / survivors that's been with me the long haul. Okay, since I started at 50. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, referring to. Everybody else that that wants to just come here and just use me to get content for their channel. Yeah, I mean, keep doing it. I mean, if it works, it works. If it's not working for you and people still clicking on me, what that tell you? So yeah, that's what I was referring to. Not trying to be funny. I'm just telling you, I'm a logical person. I think logical, and I'm good with math. I played numbers for how many years in the lottery, and I had a system where I used to win all the time, to pay all my bills in my house, So, I know how numbers go. I'm very good with numbers, and not only that, I ran track in school. So, I talk logical all the time, and that's what I'm referring to. Why would I come up here? See, for instance, right now, I probably had about 30 people that viewed this, right? And I got 2 likes. Versus making a short as 15 seconds to 60 to 3 minutes, getting 3,000 views off of something in 15 seconds. Now make it make sense. Why would I keep coming live for what? For people to get an idea? To peek and see what I'm doing? To see how far? Because live is in real time. You don't know when I created that short. You don't know when I created the whatever. You don't know what time I created. If I did it 2-3 o'clock in the morning, 2 weeks ago, or a year ago. Not a year ago, because I only been doing it 9 months. But I'm just trying to tell y'all, because I have so many drafts, and I have them since when I first started. Get it? So, and a lot of them I just left them there, and was trying to build up my my subscribers, because the more subscribers you get, and that's not been really working for me. I'm gonna tell you what's been working for me. YouTube, they push my videos, and they promote my videos. I don't put money on my videos. I don't promote my videos. I don't put the money. I never did it on TikTok. I never did it on Meta. I just basically just do it. And I know that the real YouTubers that's been doing it for years, and they're got big bank and all that stuff, I know that they promote theirs, and that's how they get thousands and thousands and thousands of views. Of course, right? I don't need to do that. I don't feel I need to do that, because if I have good content, why would I have to put money behind good content? I think even if I was to get paid and monetized, I still wouldn't promote my content. I would promote it another way. You know what I'm saying? Not on YouTube. You know. I do promote myself. You know, some of my videos I really like, and the things that make people laugh. I was sitting over there to Meta. You know, to show Meta how mean they were to me. You know, when I would get up, wake up with Jesus, and tell them about God and how good Jesus and God is, and how He was working out things in my life. You know, you know, with this channel and all this and all the things that He was doing for me. Yeah, every now and then I throw some of this stuff over there and telling them, you know, I'm over here on YouTube and they liking me. I don't know what's wrong with you, Meta. You know, because I was telling y'all about Jesus and God. And I'm still over here on YouTube telling people about Jesus and God and still having fun with it. So I don't, you know. So I do promote myself in that way. I will take one of my YouTube videos and share it over there on Meta, you know, while I was doing my Meta mornings. I call them Meta mornings. I get up early in the morning. And basically, yeah. Yeah, Lamar, if you're still there, I'm not doing grits. I still got leftover grits. And bacon, I don't do regular bacon. I do turkey bacon, chicken bacon. Yeah. And thank y'all for the views on my breakfast. My breakfast got up to 2,000 views on my breakfast. My this little light of mine. Yeah. That one, the background of that one, that breakfast. Is it that one or is it the one with the birds? I don't know. I'm using my backgrounds of my music because the stuff is natural. I sing it, or it's the birds outside in my yard, or you know, the birds around. You know, I do natural stuff, and I just think natural stuff should be natural. You know, and I'm not trying to say other stuff is not natural, but a lot of stuff is done with a whole bunch of music, like beats and beats and beats that get you addicted to the beats. But sometimes you want to listen to nature, y'all, natural stuff. You know, I sing a cappella. I don't have no beats in the background of my stuff. I have a cappella, and then I do you know, the nature, like the birds, cars in the background, you know, like the one that I did, you know, with the hey y'all, Jesus saves. That one right there. That's one of the second or third ones that I've done. Fourth one, you know, that I haven't done on my live. So I went back and did that because I knew that was gonna make a meaning, and God had told me to do it over, and you can have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? You actually can have fun with it. You can be somewhere in a car, or you could be in the kitchen, and you think of something. It's like, and you know, like for instance, yesterday I did it, and I had the cactus, and I was sitting there thinking, I was like, wait a minute, I got this dirt. It rained the day before. The dirt is soft. I'm gonna put this cactus in this old bucket I got right here. You know, that stuff is logical, and not only that, it's good content because what? You're dealing with plants, you're growing plants, and it's nature, and it's the beauty behind it, right? Think about it. That's the type of content I love, and that's why I always do natural stuff. And some of the stuff that I made up in the back of my stuff, it means a lot to me. Like this little light of mine. One morning I woke up, and I was feeling good, and I just started singing it. I was laying on the couch, sleep, and I said, "This little light of mine." Yeah, that means a lot to me, y'all, because God and Jesus wakes me up. You know, Folgers and what's the other one? Maxwell and all that different Dunkin' Donuts and all that stuff. And 7-Eleven coffee did not wake me up, y'all. I have to give my father his props, you know, when I get up in the morning. So that's why I use that in the background. And then, you know, and breakfast didn't wake me up. But by God waking me up, and then I come over here and I'm cooking something and I'm thinking, I'm like, would it be good music behind some of this stuff? Gospel music always gonna be good behind it, and that's why I use, Shirley Caesar, CC Winans, and all of them, and Mary, Erica, and Tina Campbell and all them, but Sheri D. Brown has a lot to give, and I've always had a lot to give, and I just can't keep on selling myself short and keep on using other people's music and voices and everything behind things when I have my own. I've always had my own. I've always been creative. I always had these gifts that God gave me, and He just keep opening up doors and showing me different things that I can do, with my content. I don't know if y'all noticed, but all you gotta do is look at the bottom of the short and see what music or what am I using, and yeah, down to those birds, birds in the backyard, the birds at the Dollar General, the little robin, blue robin that was at the thing. And it's weird because I was sitting there waiting for the store and I just thought he was up in a vent and stuck, and he was right around the corner, and Lord said, go around the corner, and I looked up, I said, oh, there he is. And just imagine how birds, right, in the morning, and people can't hear. Some people can't hear, right? And you get up and you hear that sound. Because a lot of people don't thank God for the small things when they wake up. Thank you for my hearing. Thank you for my heart. My heart pumping good. Thank you for the blood in my veins. Thank you for the air I breathe. People don't be thinking, and I think like that, okay? I've always thought like that all my life. And the simple things. I've always been simple. I've never been big on, material stuff and fancy stuff like that. I've never been big on that stuff like that. I think because I know the real meaning of life. Well, I know because I know the real meaning of life. All the rest of this stuff, once you get to know God and Jesus, the rest of this stuff, like these talents I have, with the culinary arts, and I already was a cook before I went to Miss Linda's program, all this stuff I was already doing, and it was things that I had told God I wanted to do when I was little. I had my own little clubhouse and stuff like that. I had the boys and Larry Jones and all the people used to come to my little clubhouse, in Gaston, and I'm feeding them mud and pies and leaves off the trees and the ground for salad. I always had a creative mind, and what I'm saying this for is because I feel like it's what I'm trying to say, it's a shame that the YouTubers that's been doing YouTube for so long don't want to recognize, real talent and things like that. And then it's not fair. It's not fair to the subscribers that wants to watch me and want to learn and have fun, and it kind of helps their day, because it helps my day. My days too when I'm doing lives. And it's saddened that the subscribers, the ones that got a logo like me that says, I say Jesus saves, and a lot of other ones say other things and has their picture there, right? That's who I'm addressing. It's sad that you feel like you have to compete against God and Jesus and someone that worship God and Jesus and allow the Holy Spirit to work within them, right? It's sad that you have to come in a person's chat to try to disturb their spirit, or try to come over here and try to, oh, she over there doing taters. Let me go over to Shoney's and get me some white potatoes that's already cooked. And these gonna be southern white potatoes and onions, y'all. This is the thing I'm trying to tell y'all, what these subscribers been doing, and YouTube shows me a lot of stuff that's going on, the movement and stuff. They say, this is what they send me. They be like, you may want to look at this. This is recommended to look at this. Because they show me, like, the people that's, like, competing against me. And I try to tell YouTube, and I try to tell Meta, and I try to tell a TikTok covered by the blood on Instagram. I try to tell all these people, I'm not competing This is stuff that I've always done. I'm not competing with no one. And the competition is, let's see who can go to heaven first, who can get there first. Let's see who can love Jesus the most. That's the funny part about all of it. Yeah, so I about to cut up some onion. And so if y'all want to know what I'm doing, I'm doing. I'm always doing something. Trust me. I'm always doing something. Yeah, but it's a lot of copycats. And I already talked about that. I've never been a copycat, y'all. I have gotten ideas, or I have saw a commercial on the thing, a Popeyes commercial, and I see some chicken. I'm like, I want me some Popeyes chicken. And then if I ain't got the money, I go in the kitchen and cook some Popeyes chicken. But why? Because I worked at Popeyes. I know how to do Popeyes chicken. KFC. I know how to do that stuff. But the thing about it is copying people, just constantly sitting there copying people. It is so annoying. And I see it and they send it to me in my feed, and I'm like, y'all, please, just sit on down somewhere. There's no competition, y'all. When it comes to me, God, or whoever, it ain't no competition. Because I don't know what to say. Yeah. Team God over here. Team God. That's where I get all my help and strength from. And the weirdest stuff, right? The churches and the food bank, and because of the skills I have, helps me with content on my YouTube. But 1-2 weeks I went without doing food, and I was dancing, and I was acting a fool, and I still got the same numbers. So if the church didn't give me the potatoes, the onions, and these other things, y'all, God still has my back. Why? Because he gave me an A to Z plan. A to Z. So I can go out there and dance, put some boots on in my backyard, go out there and do some somersaults, some Randolphs, some cockwheels, and break dance and still get those views. So that's the thing, Ain't no stopping Sheri, because God gonna always look after little old Sheri. He always has, Who is, Larry Jones? Larry Jones, Larry. Larry Jones was from Gasburg. He had a disability. He loves some Sheri Brown. He was too old, too, but he think like a kid. He was like 21, and I was like 7. He had no business messing with me. Yeah, his mom was like a youngster, but he was growing. Oh, he was old. Ride his little moped. Let me ride his moped and everything. Anybody in Gasper? I wonder if he's still living. I gotta ask my aunt and them. Larry Jones still living. Yeah, he was my brother's friend and mine, but he loves some me. Sheri Brown, come on that moped. I'm 7 years old. That boy was going on probably 18 or 20. But I've always had like an older mind, He was the one. He one of the ones that eat my mud pies and leaves, and I'm telling him it's real food. He eats it because it is what it is, y'all. Yeah. Yeah, Larry Jones is his name. I know everybody's name I ever ran into. Trust me. I don't forget people. Got an elephant brain. So, yeah. Hey, Larry, LL, do you work? Do you work or you work from home? Because you be up here all different times. So like I told you, I'm doing like 5 different things. And why am I doing 5 different things? God allowed me to do that. He allows me to be able to do all these things. All these things. And most certified chefs can do all that stuff. Trust me. They can work the whole kitchen by themselves. But it's always good to have help. God gonna give me a team one day. Right now it's Team God. One day I'll have a team. A dream team. I'm gonna get these 2 pots out the way so I ain't got to worry about them, y'all. I'm gonna get these potatoes out of here, stick them over here in this bowl. And yeah, because I don't like dishes at the end, I don't like to wash dishes at the end. I like to wash them as I go. So I'm about to season these potatoes up after I get these 2 pots right here. Yeah, I went out just so I go in the rain. My nose running a little bit. I'm about to take a Mucinex in a minute. As soon as I get my hands free. When I put these potatoes in the pan, I will. That's what I do. So, I'm washing my hands and then I'm about to season these potatoes. And then I'm going to stick them in this pan when this grease get hot. I'm doing some southern white potatoes and onions. There's some sandwiches that I make and I give out to the neighborhood or people, whoever I decide to give them to. When I had my car, I just had different places I go. Wherever God tells me to go to. I give it to him. So, and I do cook these different all the time, different ways all the time. I don't always cook the same way. I can cook a million different ways, y'all. So, you know, it's just the way it is. Yep. Since I got a piece of green pepper left from my baked spaghetti, I'm going to use that and then use some seeds to plant them in the back somewhere. Some seeds right there. I got a lot of seeds that I've been getting from these green peppers that I get from the church and the ones that I buy. So, yeah. That's what I'm doing. Doing. I'll rinse them again. I just rinsed it last night. I'll rinse it again. Just for y'all, you know. But somebody gonna find something to say anyway. It's always somebody trying to find something negative to say. I don't know what's wrong with people's brain. People brain that think negative, I don't know what to say about y'all. I don't care how many times you pray for a person or pray for people, they just got to find something negative about something at all times. And my brain be like, what is going on? Where's the fun part in it, the positive part? You got to find the positive thing. If you want your day to go good, you got to find, you have to find a positive thought, a frame of thought in your mind, y'all. I'm using this part of this green pepper. You know, I didn't have enough, so I got some more. And I'm about to throw it all in that pan. I'm not putting those onions in there yet because they're going to cook too fast. And I had to put some black pepper in there. I don't put the onions in there until after the potatoes are almost done. So I'm doing these fresh. And another way you can cook potatoes, you can boil them, pre-boil them first if you're trying to cook for a lot of people. and you need it done in a timeless matter, you boil them and make them al dente, and then fry them. So, I'm known for my white potatoes and onions. Very known. And I got my white potatoes and onions. My mom taught me first, but I got mainly my white potatoes, onions, and potatoes from Bessie Bright in the country. She put a spin on hers, and then she always, I like the way that she brown hers and stuff like that. I did a lot of watching her cook when I was down there. When I was like, for a whole year I was down there. When I dropped out of Phoebus High School, I went down there, and that's how I got my truck and stuff like that. And that's how, my ex and that I went down there for ended up, doing the stuff that he did. And we both ended up locked up right after we got back together. So, things are going to happen in your life, distractions. I wasn't supposed to be down there anyway. I was supposed to have been finishing up in Phoebus High School, still working at Hampton University. Because I was working in Phoebus High School. I was in Phoebus High School, but at 1:30 I used to go to work at Hampton University. But I quit Hampton University and school, started running Queen Street, and then ended up going to my hometown, Brunswick. Past is past, but you learn. You'll have a lot of chapters and seasons in your life, and then when you look back at it, you be like, oh. And then and another thing too, if you don't listen to God and you start drinking and drugging and doing all this stuff, no telling where you're gonna be at. You could be in hell somewhere. Because if you don't listen, you just keep on going. I'm going over here, being fast. I'm going over here. I'm going over here. So I've been running away from home ever since I was 12, y'all. So I had the running thing in my mind ever since from track. So I always been a runner. I used to run from my problems. I'm putting a little bit more salt in there. So I'm gonna kick this eye up, and then I'm about to put this all in a bowl, clean my thing off, get these onions and green peppers, y'all. So all I gotta do is throw them in there once that cooked down. And yeah. So I just came up here for a little while, let y'all know why I haven't been going 3 and 4 times live. And then another thing too, my neighbors was messing around on my lives, the trash can at the windows and stuff like that, and just doing things. That and people in the chat just picking for nothing. Somebody came up last night. I don't mean no harm, but your concealer or something. Find something to talk about, y'all. Find something. If you don't have anything to talk about God, Jesus, somebody. It's always an open conversation for that. Whether they like them or not. Yeah, whether they like them or not. I've been taking all these seeds right here, and putting them in here, and I'm going to plant them in the back. Hopefully I get something, y'all, out of all the seeds and all the stuff I've been getting. I can give back, or I, spend less money in this grocery store. I'll get my seeds out here. Seeds. So I'm going to use one of these bags in here again. My trash can is in the other room because it's too crowded in the kitchen. Because I have the chairs lined up over there, and I got to do some of these pots and pans. Hopefully I get a stand. I get a stand to go over behind y'all. If I get a stand, I can put all those pots and pans in those clear containers that I put storage containers. I can put them in the, organize them like I got this other stuff on the left side. I'll get there. So, You know what? I'm keeping this bag just in case. I'm going to hang it over here on this door. Just in case. Yeah. So if you're just getting up here, I'm doing southern white potatoes. And I should be doing them on a short where I get all my views. And most likely I'm going to flip the phone right over there because I'm not going to keep losing because somebody else wants me to lose. You know. If you're a loser, you're a loser. I was born a winner. That's why I chose track to run track, and to run from problems. So, as always, remember, there's always a track star in me. Will always be in me. Because I got some incomplete things that I have not completed. I got to run a marathon, y'all. To get that track dream done. They should have, I might do it. Get older people that used to run track, that's in their 40s, and let them sign up and run against each other. I think that'd be nice, because I think we still got that running game in us. Some of us can gain weight and stuff like that, but I think we still can do it, because I proved to myself the other week that I still can break dance. So I think we still can run too, if we get our, weight and get our health right. Because if I can get back to at least 140, yeah, I know I can run. If I get to 140, I'll prove it to you. Because I can still run track. I know I can. They say once you learn something, y'all, you don't really forget it. You get rusty. So I got this from off that table, y'all. I got that from off that table at the Mount Zion Church. It says, "You are beautiful." Yeah, a pastor in Newport News told me years ago when I was drinking, before I had stopped drinking, before I got celebrant. She told me she got a church. Her name is Robinson. Miss Rob. I remember everybody. Robinson. I'm trying to think of her first name. She told me, get you a jar. Start saving you some money for yourself. And when I saw that thing said "You are beautiful" on there, that was on the table, and it got a cutout in there to put money and stuff, and that reminded me of her. When I had went there to get deliverance from drinking, and them folks had delivered me from drinking, y'all. Let me tell you how the devil and how the learned behavior. I was still drinking and throwing up the beer. Every time I drank it, I was throwing up. God had delivered me. I was still putting it in my system. Now the enemy try to control your mind. So who all is up here? You still here, LL? Someone's smelling good. You want to see it? Hold on. This going in there. So my bulb on my this bulb, I gotta get another bulb. So my food wasn't looking as appealing the last couple of things. Like the one last night, my spaghetti and something else I put up there. But I gotta get a brighter bulb. I got one in the living room I can switch out. I might do it now. Do it now. While I'm talking, I'll just do it now. Because ADHD ain't no joke, y'all. You can be talking, and they don't ever do it. It ain't bright, but it's alright. It's bright over there to y'all. It's alright. It's one of them long ones that go outside in the back in the yard. Basically. Yeah, the thing about social media and content, sometimes your lighting be messed up. And I gotta get another bulb. I might have to take it out of the one in the back room. I got some lights that I don't hardly use in that back room. I just go in there, you know. I got a closet back there with clothes and stuff in there and stuff like that. I go in there and take it out of that one. And then put these back in the living room. Basically. And LL, if you still here, you said it was smelling good. No, it's not going to smell good until I put these onions in. I put the onions in, what's called in there? That's when it really smells. I'm using canola oil. Supposed to be healthier. It is. Who all in here? Let's see. Oh, you just got in here. Good morning. How long you been in here? So, y'all, I'm gonna bump this up a little bit. Put some more oil in it. I can always get it back out. I don't let the oil like stay in it. So I have to get some more stuff out because I'm doing something. What else am I supposed to be doing with that? Okay. Doing that. I'm behind y'all because this is a surprise. Not really. I just don't want to keep on showing my content to other content creators. But this particular lady, I'm about to say her name because she's terrible with it. I never seen nobody 70-some years old. I mean, is she 70? I don't know. She looked like she could be 70-something. But I ain't never seen nobody that come over to somebody's channel always copying somebody. Don't know how to cook. She go to a restaurant now. She sees somebody on my channel, she'll go to a restaurant and go buy what I done cook. Woman, this is real content over here. Okay? I'm cooking this stuff out of Brown's kitchen. You cheated. You went to a grocery store or a restaurant and did it. This is real stuff over here. It's real over there too, but I'm doing it myself. Literally doing it myself. On lives. You know, Miss M. That lady's something. She's something. I see why her husband left her. She tried to be somebody she's not. People like original folk. So I'm about to bring y'all back over here in a minute. And I'm about to put this part up because I don't need it for nothing. I think I left it out because it don't go over there in that set. It's an odd pot, but it's a good pot. I did my hot dogs in this pot, y'all. I got 500 and something when I first started. I grilled some hot dogs in here. Y'all will be, not really. Well, it's surprising that when I first started, you know how people always picking crabs, lobster and all that stuff? Well, a small YouTuber like me, I think I only had 50, 65, 70 people. And I grilled some hot dogs and got 500 and some views on grilled hot dogs. That's how I try to tell you. People want to see real stuff because everybody ain't going to eat no shrimp and lobster every day. And I did a fried bologna and cheese sandwich. And I seen this girl that been doing it for a long time went and did it in her kitchen. But she was doing content from McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A and all that stuff. And when she saw me do a bologna and cheese sandwich, she went and did a bologna and cheese sandwich. That's how I try to tell you. These people been doing it for almost, I say, about 6-7 years. Why do you have to come over here to try to think that you can take something that I'm doing over here that I've been doing ever since I was 3 years old. I've been cooking since I was 3. And I just didn't record it. Think about it. So I think I want to put some soul seasoning or something in here because right now I don't like a white potato. I like them to look brown. So I'll put some I'll do some. The only thing I like a white potato is a baked potato if it's a mashed potatoes. I'm gonna put a little smoked paprika in there. I don't know why I opened this. I got 2 of them. Some of that in there. Now it's really about to smell up in here. I want to change pans, though. I want to put this in that bigger pan. That one over there. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change pans. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change. a deeper one. It's deeper. Wipe that out. Deeper. Now I gotta wait till it heat up. That's what I do. Yep. Alright, I'm about to show y'all what I was doing. I put it in a deeper pan. Put it in a deeper pan. So they getting there. They ain't like I want them yet. So they getting there. It's in a deeper pan. See how deep that pan is? It's so deep. So I'm about to put some more green peppers in there. And some onions. But I'm going to put them at the bottom. I was going to cook these last night. I did it before. And it tastes just as good as you did them in the same day. So it's 11 o'clock on the dot, y'all. And I'm in Hampton, Virginia. Okay? Wash this. And then I got this pan to wash too right here. I was waiting for it to soften up a little bit of potatoes. Got it at the bottom. So I still have some zucchini I have to chop down, y'all, and put in bags. And I did the sweet potatoes. I still have some small sweet potatoes that I can do also, but I'm not going to do that. It's in a bag. And I did them large ones, though, because I don't have no room for them in the refrigerator. Well, yeah. Let's see. Maybe me and you can meet up at the beach this summer. Buckrow Beach. I want to go to a different beach. I live by Buckrow Beach. I can literally walk there every day. 3-4 times a day. Virginia Beach is much better. Virginia Beach, the Huntington Beach, and Newport News is nice. It's a couple of beaches. Myrtle Beach, a lot of beaches I want to go to. It's alright. You know, when they got events going on, stuff like that, the dancing, where you dance on the way they got the dance floor cut out, bricks and stuff, the bricks set up, that's good. I like to dance. That's the good part about it. When they got the DJs up there and you dance. But the water, it's not good to swim in. Just being honest. Yeah, Myrtle Beach is nice. Yeah. My gray hair is showing, y'all. So y'all know I had forgot I had got this when I got my electric can opener. And it matches my my eye covers. Covers on the stove. I have to season that. Let me get a pan over here. Got it. I'm behind y'all because I'm seasoning some things up on the side. This stuff I'm doing for my shorts and things. Where I get all my views, you know? I remember when I first started YouTube, I used to get a lot of views. And in the month of December, I got a lot of views. In the thousands. But lately, it's just mainly been on my shorts. So, I basically try to do most of my content on my shorts. Where I'm going to get my watch hours. I might do a video though. I might do a video and a short. Two or three shorts when I get off of here. I may do that. Okay? I don't want y'all to miss it. I am public. You know? I'm public. All over. Not just Hampton. Not just New York. New Hampshire. Where's New Hampshire, y'all? I haven't had anybody in the chat say New Hampshire. So, y'all wasn't on this live. I'll be doing way more. I can do a lot at one time. I'll be back up. I'm going to do the daily bread when I come back up. I'm going to do the daily bread when I come back up. I know you can dance. Yeah. Believe it or not, when I was drinking, I used to work my body a lot. I wasn't breakdancing. I be whining. Good morning, Sheri. Jesus loves us. Yes, he does. JP. JP. I got some southern white potatoes and onions on. Y'all know everybody don't get their recipes out. It's a light though. I put it over there because my other light was it blowed or something. Yummy, yummy, yes. Wait. My phone jumped out, y'all. I put some green peppers in it too. So they breaking up. They getting tender, but I want them to break up because what I'm doing, you know, is what I'm doing. So I want them to break up. I don't want them whole. Right now, I'm just getting a brown on them right now. Letting them brown. Like my last name. Basically, I'm trying to get brown. I'm about to pull some of this oil out, though. That's how I'm going to get my brown, y'all. Let's see. Where's my oil container? Do I have to use my Yeti? I think I'm going to use my Yeti, y'all. I can use this 10 plates. Come on out. Come on out. You went in and come out. Shoot. Come out. I didn't want to waste my oil because I'm going to use it for something else. But sometimes I would take a paper towel. And if y'all looking at that, don't worry about it. That came off the microwave. And the microwave is down on the floor. And this, if y'all look at my shorts, y'all find stuff like that. I washed that. I put it in the washer. The moon came off. Let's stick it back on there with some glue. It's a witch hat. I bet you them girls at the Goodwill would love it. That I saw yesterday. They like black. A lot of black. Like gothic. Yeah. And then that, them two things got to go in the dryer. So I'm really just basically doing stuff that I do in the house. I don't worry about all that. My kitchen is clean. Especially on the side I'm working on. That over there, I don't worry about that stuff. I get to it when I get ready. I live by myself. It's not bothering me right now. If it bothers me, it will be a problem. So, yeah. Don't trust goths. I just got them on my YouTube. I just said, hey, how y'all doing? I said, I got YouTube. I said, say hi to YouTube. That's all. I have good discernment. Trust me. Now, y'all hear that? Yeah, that's how you get your brown on there. That's how I like that sound. That sound right there. Jesus saves. I'll be back.